this is a yoga flow class that's going to warm up the legs and the back, ready to go into some back bends later on. So if you have any problems with your back, this probably is not going to be the class for you. You're probably better off doing my gentle back bends class that I posted a few weeks ago. But otherwise, yeah, we'll give it a go. So we'll start just sitting comfortably on the mat, closing the eyes, sitting nice and straight with your back. And you can just rotate your neck a little bit, just roll your neck left and right, and then feel your head relax. And bring your focus to your breathing and to your body. Feeling yourself settle on the mat, ready for your practice. Tuning in to how you feel today in your body or in your mind. And maybe thinking about what you want to work on during these sessions. If there's anything in particular you want to work on or that you find beneficial. So just bringing your focus into the practice, into the here and now. And you can start to deepen your inhale, deep down into the belly, feel your belly rise, and a long exhale, feel your belly tucking in, your ribs and your lungs relaxing. Another deep inhale. You can have a hand on your belly if it helps you stay focused with that movement, feeling your belly rise. And as you exhale, feeling the belly sink. So keep that going and keep that awareness going. And one more time. Nice deep inhale and long exhale. And bring your hands back onto your knee. You can open the eyes and breathe in, arch your back, look up. Breathe out, round in the back, chin to chest. Breathe in, arch the back, look up. Breathe out, round in the back of the chest. One more time. And now take your hands together behind your back, like so. And then lift your arms up behind you so you feel a nice opening around your shoulders. So you can arch your back a little bit, open the shoulders, look up, breathe in here, and breathe out, fold forward down the middle. If it feels okay for your shoulders, you can start to lift the arms up higher, otherwise keep them lower. Just see how it feels in your shoulders. Breathe in, coming back up, arch the back, look up, turn over to the right, so you're over your right knee, and breathe out, folding forward over the right knee. You might want to lift your shoulders and your arms up, otherwise stay with them down. Breathe in, come back up, arch the back, twist around over the left knee, breathe out, fold forward over the left. Breathe in, coming back up, arch the back, look up, come to the center, and breathe out, fold forward down the center. Breathe in, coming all the way up, release the arms, and exhale here, roll your shoulders. And bring your arms up to shoulder height, and just start to move your arms in opposite directions, a little bit like you're opening jam jars or a bit like Indian dancing. So nice fluid movement, twisting the shoulders all the way from your shoulders to your wrists, to your hands. And then release the arms and come onto hands and knees on your mat. And you want to be a little bit further backwards on your mat, not too far forwards. Keep a nice space in front of you. And then we'll come up onto the knees. Breathe in, lift your arms up above your head. Breathe out, sit on your heels. Bring your hands behind you. Breathe in, open the chest, arch your back. Breathe out, relaxing the chest. Breathe in, come all the way back up onto your knees, arms above your head. Breathe out, arms on the ground in front of you. Your hips stay over your knees. Open your shoulders and your arms towards your mat. Breathe in, coming all the way back up. Breathe out, sitting back into hero, so sitting on your heels. Breathe in, come up onto the knees, arms above your head. Breathe out, sitting into hero, hands just behind you. Breathe in, open the chest, arch the back. Breathe out, relaxing your back. Breathe in, coming all the way back up. Breathe out, stretching the arms in front of you. Release your shoulders towards the mat. Breathe in, coming all the way back up. And breathe out, sitting on your heels. Come back up onto your knees and stretch your left leg out to the side. You want your foot to stay pointing forward. Hands on your hips. Breathe in here. Breathe out, bring your hands down onto the mat. So you're in all fours position, but your legs still stretched out. Breathe in, arch the back, look up. Breathe out, round in the back. Breathe in, arch your back, look up, and now if it feels okay, you can also lift that left foot from the ground. Breathe out, bringing it down, round in your back. Breathe in, arch the back, look up, lift the foot if you can. Breathe out, lower, round your back. Breathe in, arch your back, look up, lift the foot. And now, if you can, as you breathe out, swing that leg behind you and stretch it out behind you. Lift the right arm up, breathe in here. Breathe out, lower the foot and the hand towards your mat, but not on the mat. Breathe in, coming back up. Breathe out, coming down. Breathe in, up. And now as you breathe out, bring your knee and elbow to your chest, round your back. Breathe in, coming, stretching out. Breathe out, tucking in, elbow, knee to chest. Breathe in, stretching out. And breathe out, coming back to all fours. And you might want to do some movements just to come off that wrist. Move your arms, your wrists, whatever you need to do before we do the other side. Coming up onto the knees, hands on your hips, and stretch the right leg out to the side, toes pointing forward. Breathe in here. Breathe out, bringing your hands down to the mat. Breathe in, arch the back, look up. Breathe out, rounding your back. Breathe in, arch the back, look up, and lift the right foot from the ground if you can. Breathe out, lower the foot, round your back. Breathe in, arch your back, look up, lift the foot. Breathe out, coming back down, round your back. Breathe in, look up, arch your back, lift the foot. And now as you breathe out, swing it around behind you. Breathe in, lift the left arm up. Breathe out, lower the foot and the hand towards the mat. Breathe in, coming back up. Breathe out, lowering down. Breathe in, coming back up. And now as you breathe out, bringing the knee and the elbow to the chest. Breathe in, stretching out. Breathe out, tucking in. Breathe in, stretching. Breathe out, tucking in. Breathe in, stretching. And breathe out, coming back to all fours. Moving as you need to, coming off that right wrist. Moving your wrists. And then when you're ready, move your hands a little bit further forward, tuck under your toes, spread your fingers, lift your knees, and come up to downward dog. And then bend your knees, jump to the front of the mat, and stand all the way up, arms above your head. Breathe in here, arch your back. Breathe out, folding forwards. Breathe in, tilt, just lift your head, look forward. Breathe out, left leg goes behind you, so you're in a lunge position. So this front leg is bent, back leg is straight, you're on the toes. Breathe in, coming up to a high lunge, arms above your head. Breathe out, bringing the arms in front of you. Breathe in, open that left arm to the left, look behind you. And breathe out, bring that arm over your head, back in front of you. Place hands on the mat, step back to plank and lower. Breathe in, pushing forward to upward dog, so you're just resting on the tops of your toes. And breathe out, downward dog. Bend your knees, jump forward. Breathe in, look up, lift your head. Breathe out, fold forward. Breathe in, arms wide, coming all the way up. And breathe out, releasing the arms. Fix your gaze on the wall or the floor in front of you. Pushing your weight into the right foot. Lift your left foot from the ground. Catch that foot with your left hand. And you have to decide what's better for your shoulder, whether your hand is inside or outside your foot. Mine is better on the inside of the foot. Focus your gaze, lift your right arm in front of you. And then start to arch your back, lift that leg behind you. So we're coming into like a half bow pose, a standing half bow. See if you can lift that leg higher behind you. And then coming back, going straight back into the flow. So breathing in, arms wide, arms up, arch the back. Breathe out, folding forward. Breathe in, lift your head, look up. Breathe out, step the right leg back. So you're in a lunge on the other side, on your toes. Breathe in, lift your arms up into high lunge. Breathe out, bring the arms in front of you. Breathe in, open the right arm to the right, look behind you. Breathe out, bring that arm over, back in front of you, straight into plank, and lower with your elbows close by your ribs. Breathe in, pushing up to upward dog. Breathe out, rolling over the toes to downward dog. Bend your knees, jump to the front. Breathe in, look up. Breathe out, fold forward. Breathe in, coming all the way up. And breathe out. Fixing your gaze on the floor or the wall. Lift your right foot behind you. Catch it with your right hand. Left arm in front. Start to lift that leg, arching your back, grounding into that standing foot. Then letting go, coming back, breathing in, straight back into the flow. Arch your back, breathe out, folding forward. Breathe in, lift your head, look up. Breathe out, this time go back to a plank position. We'll hold here for a breath or two, pushing into your hands, keeping your hips low, and then bend your elbows close to your ribs, coming down, all the way down to your mat. And bring your elbows by your ribs, so your hands are a bit further forward. Breathe in, coming up, arching the back, looking up. Breathe out, folding forward. So your head's on the mat, rounding your back and shoulders. Breathe in, arch your back, look up. Breathe out, rounding the back, head on your mat. Breathe in and out. Breathe in, coming back up, arching the back. And then stay here. Just going to move back a little bit. And now you want to twist or turn your right arm a bit more into the centre so that you can support yourself on that one arm. And then use your left arm to pull your left foot towards you. Take a couple of breaths here. And then switch. So coming back to a Sphinx pose, elbows by your chest. And then turn the left arm in so that you can just rest on that arm. Catch your right foot with your right hand and pull it towards you. Releasing that foot. And then let yourself fold forward, head on the mat, and bend both knees. So you might want to open your knees a little bit wider now. And take both arms back to catch your feet. Again, see what feels better for your shoulders. I prefer to go inside, but some people prefer to have their hands on the outside. It really depends on your shoulders. And then we're going to roll the head and the neck up, arch the back, and then if you can, lift the knees from the ground and now push your feet away from you into your hands, and then it will pull you further up so that you're resting on your pelvis. And then rolling back down, straighten your legs, and now just stack your forearms one on top of the other, and rest your head, your forehead, on top of your arms. So we just let the back relax. It's quite a deep back bend. So we just let the back relax before we go into some more movements. Bringing your hands by your chest, pushing up, push all the way back into child's pose. And you might feel it in your back after that back bend. It's quite deep back bend. So just let your back relax. We'll inhale here, coming up onto the knees, arms above the head, hands together, and exhale, stretch over to one side. Inhale back to the centre, and exhale, stretching to the other side. Inhale back up to the centre, And exhale, sitting back on your heels in hero pose. And then taking your legs to the side, and we'll come down onto the back. And you want your feet to be hip width apart, but your heels really close to your bum. So you should be able to touch your heels with your fingers, like what I'm doing now. And then you want your palms to be flat on the ground. And as you breathe in, lift the tailbone from the ground, and then bit by bit, lifting your spine, so your hips are coming all the way up to the ceiling. And then breathe out bit by bit, lowering your back and your tailbone back to the mat. And again, breathing in, tailbone comes up, hips come up, bit by bit the spine. And exhale, coming back down. Inhale, coming back up, and now we'll hold it here. So tuck your shoulders under, so really pull your shoulder blades towards each other against the mat. You can bring your hands together and really push so the weight's in your shoulders, not in your neck. Hips are up high towards the ceiling. Take a few breaths here. And then release the hands and bring your hands onto your lower back. So you're resting on the elbows and your lower back is in your hands. So don't rest your whole weight in your hands, don't flop. Keep that active stretch. Keep using your legs, push into your feet. And then push into the left foot and raise the right leg up. So now you're going to feel the weight is really in that left leg. Don't collapse into your hands, they're just there for support. And coming back, push into the right foot, lift the left leg up. Lowering the leg, pushing into your feet, let go of your back, so let your hands go. And then lower gently your back and your tailbone back to the mat. Keep your legs bent and just start to move your knees left and right. Let your hips come up from the ground as you do this. And then we'll come into a very deep back bend. If you feel like you've done enough, then you might just want to repeat what we've just done. But if you want to try the wheel pose, you're going to keep your feet where they were. You need to move your hands, so if you see where my hands are now, so you're resting with your palms up to the ceiling, then you're going to move the hands by your head. So the fingers are pointing towards your body. It feels a bit weird. I'm just going to move my hair. And then you're bringing the feet close. And then you're lifting the hips, pushing into the hands. Bending the lower back, looking down to your hands. And you might be able to come up onto your tiptoes. So feel your hips coming up to the ceiling. Release the heels back down. Slowly coming back down, head first. Neck, rolling the spine down. Bring your legs back to the position they were in before. And again, move them a little bit left and right, like windscreen wipers on a car. Just let your back settle down. You will feel it in your lower back after this class, that is normal. I feel it from all the stretches. But back bending is also really good for the back. As long as you don't push it and you make sure there's counterposes, so we're doing counterposes between the back bends. bending as well. But just listen to your own body. If it feels too much, ease off. And when you feel ready, you can bring your knees to your chest. We're now going in the opposite direction with the back, but not straight away. We don't want to be like a credit card, bending one direction and the other. So just gently, very gently pulling the knees towards you. So if it feels good, you can lift your head and bring your head up to your knees. And then lower your head. You can move your knees left and right. So roll on your lower back. To feel that like a little massage on your lower back. And then make some circle movements with your knees. As if you're trying to draw a circle on the ceiling with your knees. And also the other direction. And then we'll finish with a twist, because that's really nice for the back, especially after back bending. So stretch your left arm onto the ground at shoulder height. Choose whether you want your palm up or down. And bring the knees over to the right and look over the left hand. You want that left shoulder to stay down on the ground. If it comes up like this, bring your knees up a little bit. So you're twisting all the way from the lower back up to the upper back, the neck, the whole spine is twisting. Take a few deep breaths here. Coming back up to the center. Just have another knee hug, so bringing the knees close to your chest, lifting your head if it feels comfortable. And then rolling your head back down. The right arm comes out at shoulder height. Look over your right arm and bring the knees over to the left. Twisting that spine now in the opposite direction. Coming back up to the center. One more time, a knee hug. And then getting ready for relaxation if you need a blanket or a hoodie or something. And finding a comfy position on your mat. So you might want your legs out straight or with the feet wide apart, letting the knees fall together. I'm going to have my hands on the belly, but you can have your hands wherever you like. It can be nice to have your hands on the belly or the chest to feel your breathing. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And exhale through your mouth. Feel your body relax, your spine and your back sinking into the mat. Another deep inhale through your nose. Exhale through the mouth. Feel your back sink into the mat. And let your breathing return to normal. Just picture your whole spine. So visualize your back, all of the discs, the natural curve in your spine. Picture it now, the muscles relaxing, sinking into the mat. Your shoulders relaxing, your pelvis, your neck, and your head. Everything's deeply relaxing on your mat. can just notice the small movements in your belly as you're breathing normally, as it rises and falls with your breath. When you're ready, you can bring the knees to your chest one more time for a soft knee hug, not forcing or pulling. And then roll onto one side on the ground. Push yourself up with your hands and come to sit on the mat. And just sit cross-legged if it's comfortable. Bring your hands on your knees. We'll just twist to the right, back to the centre, and then twist to the left, back to the centre again, and then open your arms wide all the way up to the ceiling. Stretch all the way up, and then bring your hands back to your chest, fold forward. Namaste. I hope you enjoyed it, and feedback is always welcome. If you found something useful about the class or any of the classes or anything that you'd like to change or work on, let me know, and see you again next time. Bye.